Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Joe, Smokin Joe's Pit Barbecue. On today's video, I am making some delicious Carolina-style pulled pork sandwiches, so stay tuned. Alright, so what we're starting with is two 8-pound shoulders here, and taking a little bit of the fat cap off. Actually, these shoulders were pretty nicely trimmed already. There's no need to leave the fat cap on, guys. These pork shoulders have a lot of fat inside of them, so there's really no need to leave the fat cap on. I know a lot of people will say, well, leave it on, fat is flavor. But on pork shoulders, there's already a lot of fat inside the shoulder itself, so there's no need to keep a lot of this extra fat on it. So that's about it, not a whole lot of trimming on that one. This one here, just again, light trimming. Just stay on the surface here. Just like that. Okay. So those are, again, there's a lot of fat inside of the pork shoulder, so there's no need to leave the fat cap on, or even the skin. I see a lot of people cook a shoulder with the skin on, and they make some cross hatches on the skin and stuff. You know, you're not going to eat that, so just take it off and trim it. Trim this piece off here. Just like that. There you go. Perfect. There you go. Not a whole lot of trimming. All right. So for the very first time ever, I am not going to use some Victory Lane barbecue rubs. In fact, I'm just using one rub. This is from Monch's Craft. I will leave a link down below so you guys can check them out. It's called the Red Bark. It's a barbecue rub. I've tried this before and I absolutely love it. So that is all I'm going to use on both of these shoulders. This has a nice, beautiful red color. I'm going to assume that's why he calls it the Red Bark. It's got a good garlicky flavor to it. As you can see, it's nice and red, so it's probably got some paprika. The salt is just perfectly balanced with the rub as well. I'm absolutely loving this rub. So, no binder, all rub, just like that. Just gonna do one of these so you guys can see how much rub I put on there. And this is a lot of meat, so don't be shy with your rub. Just pat it down. Just like that. As you can see, the rub is sticking nicely. I know a lot of people like to use some binders, mustard or oil. And quite honestly, the pork shoulders don't need it. If you use it, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Very small money muscle on this. But we're gonna shred this. So I'm gonna be cooking this in my Yoder YS640 pellet smoker at 275 degrees on the top rack. And I am gonna be basting these. All right, so that's good. I'm gonna be basting these with two different sauces. Again, this is a Carolina pulled pork sandwich. So the first sauce I'm going to use is this Carolina sweet hickory sauce. This has an amazing flavor. Can't wait to try that. And on the second shoulder, I'm going to baste it with the Eastern North Carolina vinegar sauce. You've seen me use this before. They changed the recipe a little bit, and the only reason I would see somebody change it is for the better. So I can't wait to try this. So one of these shoulders is going to get basted with this sauce here. The second one with this one. I've never tried this one, but it tastes amazing. It smells good, so I know it's going to be good on the sandwiches. So I'm going to go fire up my smoker, get this one seasoned, and I'll see you guys outside. All right, guys, one more thing before we head out. Forgot to mention, I am going to be doing a review on this meat thermometer from Moiko company. And one of the things right out of the gate that I absolutely love is that you've got 6 probes that come in this kit, and they're all color coded. So there's red one, there's a green one, there's a red one, there's a gold one, a blue one, and a yellow one. And these probes right out of the gate are really sturdy, really nice and heavy. Looks like the cable is protected. I know that a lot of these meat thermometers, they start to lose connection right here. So there's a little spring here where it goes into the probe that kind of protects that thermometer, or this probe, if you will. You also get 6 of these probe holders that I like to use on the grates, or just to hold your probe into place, or keep the cable away from harm or from the fire. So I absolutely love this, and it comes in a nice carrying case. This is my first time trying this thermometer, meat thermometer. They also have an app for your phone, which I'm going to give it a shot, and I am going to be comparing the temperatures with my thermopin here, so just to see how accurate it is, and I'll let you guys know if it is worth buying. So stay tuned. All right, we're outside of my Yoder YS640 pellet smoker, and I've got both shoulders in there, and I actually checked the temperature probes with my thermopin as well, and the temperature was spot on. So as far as the Moiko meat thermometer right now, it's really accurate compared to my thermopin. So pretty impressed with that right out of the gate. So I'm gonna leave these in here for probably 3 hours without spritzing or anything. Then at that point, I'm gonna come back and baste them with the sauce that we spoke about 165, or until I have a nice color. Then at that point, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap. So see you guys in 3 hours. All right, we're back. So it's been 2 hours now, and I've been checking the temperature on my thermopin compared to this Moiko meat thermometer, and this is 124. My thermopin says 123.4.5, so it's really close. Just to give you guys an idea there, the temperatures are really close, so I'm okay with that. So far so good on that meat thermometer. So on this pork shoulder on the right side, this is the Carolina Q hickory sauce. This is a sweet sauce, and again, it's like a barbecue sauce. I did warm this up a little bit just to thin it out. So just gonna brush some of this on here. Just like that. Again, this is like a barbecue sauce, so the smoke is gonna stick to the sauce quite a bit. As you can see that. It's a really thick sauce here. It's gonna be good. Again, anytime that you have a wet surface like this on the sauce, the smoke flavor will stick to the sauce and the meat itself. All right, looking good. Love the color of the sauce. And I haven't spritzed this with anything. This is the first time I open up my smoker to check on them. The second shoulder, let me just make sure you guys can see that. Yep. So this is the vinegar sauce. Again, this is the Eastern Carolina Q vinegar sauce. I just have it in this bottle. My daughter actually gave me this bottle for Father's Day, I think it was, and I absolutely love it. So just squeeze a little bit on there. This is that vinegar-based sauce, just like that. All right. Oh yeah. Just like that. So I'm at the 2 hour mark. Here in about 30 minutes, I'm going to go or come back and give these an extra coating of these sauces. And then at that 3 hour mark, I'm going to go ahead and wrap. So there we go. We'll see you guys in about an hour. Stay tuned. All right, so we are at the 3 hour mark now. And what I did is I put the pork shoulders inside of a foil pan, and I also rotated them. So this one is the one with the vinegar sauce that was on the left. I have it on my right side, and vice versa. The one with the sauce, the hickory sauce, I've got it on the left side. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of pineapple juice inside the foil pan. Just enough to put about 1/8 of an inch of juice on the bottom of the pan here. Just like that. Then I'm going to go ahead and cover them with foil. Temperature right now is at 145 on both shoulders. My pit temperature is 275. It's set at 275, and I am using B&B Mesquite pellets. One thing I did want to tell you about this Moiko meat thermometer, this is the app here. And one thing that I found out is that you can set the probe color to the probe number. So probe number 1 now is the blue probe, and probe number 2 is that green probe. It's got some sauce all over it, so you can hardly tell that it's green, but pretty neat. You just click on the button, you can change whatever probe color you want. So pretty neat. The second thing I did is I had the probe set at 145 for pork, and because I want pulled pork, I created a preset and I titled it pulled pork, and I changed the temperature to 200 degrees. So as you can see that there. So I will be pulling these at 200 degrees. So really neat app, real simple to use, and so far the temperature is really accurate on this Moiko meat thermometer. So this is it right here. And the other nice thing is that the app, let me pull that to you. So the app here, it shows 100%. That's the battery life on the meat thermometer itself. So again, pretty neat. That's one of the things that I was worried about. Well, you know, how much more time do I have on the battery on the meat thermometer? Well, it's right there on that screen. So pretty neat. So again, these are going to be covered for probably, we're at the 3-hour mark, probably another 2 hours before I get to 200 degrees. If it happens sooner or later, I'll let you know. But next time you guys see me, we'll be inside my house and probably be pulling these. So stay tuned, guys. All right, so we're at the 4-hour mark, and my temperature on both shoulders is 156 on one of them and 162 on the other. So still got a little bit more time to go. So I'm going to go ahead and make the coleslaw for my pulled pork sandwiches. I've got some, this is some tri-colored coleslaw. It needs about half a bag or so, just like that. This is the coleslaw mix that I got. And to that very simple coleslaw, we're going to add about 2 tablespoons of mayo and about half a tablespoon of sriracha and a little bit of black pepper, just like that. We'll check the consistency here. Oh yeah. Very simple coleslaw mix. This is perfect. Now, I don't like my coleslaw very watery, so this is perfect. A lot of people like to put a lot more mayonnaise in this, but I'm going to let this sit in the fridge, and some of the juices will come out of the cabbage and the carrots and stuff. So just like that. Actually, I'm going to put a little bit more sriracha. There we go. This is absolutely perfect. Just the right amount of mayo, sriracha, and a little bit of pepper. This is a coleslaw that's going to go on my pulled pork sandwiches. So wait about another hour and we'll see what the temperature is like on the pork shoulder. So stay tuned. All right, so the pork shoulders are done, and the total cook time was 6 hours. So it took an hour longer than I expected, but that's okay. That's what happens. I got to tell you that I'm really pleased with that thermometer that I used. The app is super easy to use. This Moiko thermometer, meat thermometer. The temperatures were right on point with my thermopin as well. So really pleased with that thermometer. So now for the pulled pork. This is the one that had the vinegar Carolina sauce from Carolina Q, and just gonna take off some of this here. It's been resting for maybe 10 minutes or so. Just don't need to let it rest for a whole long time here, whole lot of time. So just take some of this from different areas of the shoulder. One thing that you'll notice, if you see the amount of sauce that's inside this pan, I only filled it up to 1/4 or 1/8 of an inch with pineapple juice, but this tray is half filled, both of them, with juice. So remember I told you that there's no need to add any binders or anything like that. It's because these are extremely juicy. There's a lot of fat content in them. And this is the one with the hickory, the sweet hickory sauce from Carolina Q. This one has a nice red color, and I know some of that is because of the rub that I used. So let me grab different portions of this shoulder as well. Keep my test equal. And I'm going to be making some sandwiches. I made the coleslaw earlier. You guys saw me make that. So man, it's pulling apart nicely. All right. So let's try to shred some of this. Again, shredding pretty easy. I don't like my pulled pork extremely shredded. I like it, you know, I like some nice bark pieces in there. So we're just going to do a medium shred, if you will, not completely shredded. Just a little bit, just pull it apart a little bit. There you go, just like that. Nice big chunks in there. This one as well. All right. Shred this one a little bit. There we go. So to this, before I make my sandwiches, I'm going to add some more vinegar sauce to this. Just like that. Oh yeah. And to this one over here, I'm going to add some of that sweet hickory barbecue sauce. Just like that. Mix it all in there. Just a little bit, not too much. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and prep my sandwiches, and I'll bring you guys back. Stay tuned. All right, so now we're going to prep our sandwiches, and I've got some brioche buns here. Very first thing, obviously our pulled pork. Just on the bottom side of it. This is the one with the vinegar-based sauce. Nice big chunks of pulled pork there. Sure we put enough on these sandwiches. Don't be greedy. Put this big chunk on there just like that. Oh yeah. Then on this one, this is the one with the sweet hickory sauce. Nice big chunks as well. Oh yeah. Get in there. Look at that. All right, next up, a little bit of that sriracha coleslaw that I made with mayonnaise, sriracha, and some black pepper. Just like that. Perfect. All right, let's back the camera up and give these a taste. Stay tuned. All right, so I'm ready to give these sandwiches a taste. We're gonna give this one a shot first. This is the one with the Carolina Q sweet hickory sauce right here. Check it out. Here we go. Absolutely delicious. That red bark from Mancha's Craft, really tasty. Now I've had this sauce before, but it's been modified. Now one thing that I did notice is that the ingredients stay suspended now. Before I think they would set a little bit more. So one thing that I just noticed. So here we go with the Carolina Q vinegar-based sauce. There we go. Cheers. Sorry, I took a big bite, guys. I gotta tell you, I like this sauce the last time, and I like it more this time as well. There's something in this sauce that I absolutely love. Okay, let's try a little piece here. That is spot on delicious. That coleslaw, just a little bit spicy. The rub, Monch's Craft rub, and these sauces from Carolina Q are absolutely amazing. Both of them are really good, but I got to tell you, the clear winner for me is the traditional vinegar-based sauce. It just has an amazing flavor. I think in order for the sandwich to qualify as a Carolina-style pulled pork sandwich, it's got to have that vinegar-based sauce. A good rich coleslaw like I made. Absolutely wonderful. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you liked it. Both of these sandwiches are amazing. Order some sauces, order some of this rub. I'll see if I can find links to their websites and leave them down below. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, Joe Smokin Joe's Pit Barbecue. See you guys.